Hi, everybody. So who's on the Kwik Brain Academy varsity reading team? I'm in the office. Just wanted to say a quick hello. I'm in New York. Where are you? Can you hear me okay? Thumbs up, you can hear me okay? Or happy faces, amazing. I thought I'd do some quick Q&A, answer your burning questions about learning, speed reading, memory, focus, changing your habits, best brain foods, you name it, rapid fire, because I'm so excited. Many of you, I want to thank you, start off before I do the Q&A, thanking everyone for pre-ordering the book. That's huge. We made it a bestseller literally in one day, which was astonishing and top of the charts. So thank you for that. That's shout out Cyrus. South Africa, where's everybody? I was in Johannesburg and Cape Town in August. It was amazing. Netherlands, I'll be there in July. Love from India. Can't wait to go back to India. You are the best. So I want to thank everyone for pre-ordering the book. You can get it at limitlessbook.com, and when you do, you get a 10-day Limitless program to kind of give you a preview and get you primed for learning. Florida, I'm there like every 4 times a year. We love your brain. I love your brain too. I am your big fan, sir. I appreciate it. Actually, if somebody could write up limitlessbook.com, that would be amazing. Mandarin language learning advice. I do have some. I actually did, in the book, we do a whole thing on language learning. Limitlessbook.com. Ethiopia, Toronto. I'll be speaking in Toronto this fall. Ecuador. I have been to Quito and the Amazon rainforest, one of the highlights of my life. So that was amazing. Malaysia. For the past 5 years, I've gone annually to Kuala Lumpur. So what can I answer for you? How can I serve you? What's a burning question I can answer right now to be able to support you? Bahamas, I was there last February. Argentina, amazing. Love from South Africa. Yeah, we did big programs in South Africa. Spain, maybe this summer. I'm going to do 3 weeks in Europe. So how do you calm a bad situation? How do you be calm in a bad situation? Keep your mind silent. Brain food list. Okay. So how do you know how to enter REM? I really want to dream, but it's weird. All right, so let's answer some of these questions. Language learning. Okay, so let's go to REM first. REM stages usually come towards the end of your dream state. REM, rapid eye movement, is when you're doing a lot of your dreaming, which we know that's where amazing things come from. Yes, I am in New York City right now. And in order to be able to do that, there are a number of ways you could do it. I was talking to some of our biohacking friends, including Dave Asprey, and he's a big fan of lion's mane. In terms of helping to get into those REM states. But most important, you have to make sure that you measure it. So for me, I use an Aura ring. Some of you familiar with it. It measures my light sleep, my deep sleep, my REM sleep, which is really important. I just did an episode on lucid dreaming, and I can't wait to release that. So how to lucid dream, how to be aware in your dreams and actually influence and control your dreams. Really awesome. So that's going to be coming up soon. This last episode we did on how to love your brain, critical. So if you haven't listened to that, make sure you do. LOV. And okay, a lot of good questions here. Carpe diem to you also, Elizabeth. Already to day 2 of your Limitless program. Nice job, Kwik. Please keep it up. I get most of my nutrition from my foods. Supplementation is great, and I talk about nutrients. I really prefer to get them from whole organic foods whenever possible. So good brain foods, avocado, blueberries, I call them brain berries, broccoli, olive oil, eggs if your diet allows. The choline is especially good for your brain. Let's see, also green leafy vegetables, If you diet allows, wild salmon, sardines, very good. The DHA, the omega-3s, fish oils. We have turmeric, which I make in the morning. I'll make like an almond milk, like a golden milk with almond milk and turmeric. Put a little pepper, helps you absorb it a lot faster. Walnuts are great brain food. Notice walnuts look like the human brain, which is kind of interesting. And dark chocolate. Dark chocolate's especially good for the brain. And I would say it has to be dark chocolate, not milk chocolate. Low in sugar, because high blood sugar, we actually talk about this with an upcoming interview. I'm going to talk about blood sugar and high blood pressure in the brain. But you want to dark chocolate. Generally, what's good for your mood is going to be good for your mind. Okay, so amazing. What other questions? Limitless book, does it cover techniques to learn faster? The entire book is about learning faster. It's about becoming a limitless learner, and everything from music to Mandarin to martial arts to management to marketing. It'll help you learn everything faster. How do I calm a mind? How do you keep your mind peaceful in a world full of distraction? First of all, a lot of people are building distraction in their mind, and so sometimes you have to remember when you say yes to somebody or something that you're not saying no to yourself. And I think that's really important, that part of being limitless is putting boundaries and borders on your time, on your energy, on your emotions. Where can you buy Limitless book? You can get the book limitlessbook.com, and we're giving away a 10-day free program on how to be limitless. So that would be especially tips for studying book exams. Okay, so if you search Jim Kwik, how to study, you'll see hundreds of thousands of views on that, on how to do that exact thing on YouTube or on Facebook or on how do you lose the fear of public speaking? I feel like the best way to get over public speaking, I think, is the biggest fear. They say the number one fear in America actually is, love you too, is public speaking. Number 2 is fire. Number 3 is death, which means that which means someone, if you're at a funeral, will almost rather be in the coffin than actually giving the eulogy, which is really, really scary. Fear of public speaking, I think the best way is to be able to remember what you need to say. I think the fear around public speaking is that you're going to go in front to give a toast or a meeting or a book report, and you're going to forget what you need to say. But if you remembered everything you need to say, there's, in psychology, a competence loop. Competence, meaning the more competent you get at something, the more confident you get at it, so it makes it better. Little by little. This is the key with everything. Little by little. Little by little, little becomes a lot. If you're persistent, you could achieve it, but if you're consistent, you could keep it, and that's what's most important. So one of the best tips for public speakers is to be able to, we train a lot of TED speakers, a lot of actors, how to memorize the things they need to say. If you go to kwikbrain.com, there's actually a free program, a 3-step program, 3 videos, one on how to remember names, another one on accelerated learning, and then another one on the how to give a speech without notes. Kwik Brain, KWIK brain.com. And you all are awesome. The link for the book, if someone can actually type it in, it's actually limitlessbook.com. If someone just type in limitlessbook.com, because people keep on asking about it, it'll have all the details. Very proud of the people behind this book. Some of the world's top athletes, the #1 tennis player Novak gave me an amazing endorsement. Apollo Ono, who is the most winningest person in the Winter Olympics. The Shiv twins, made just a lot of athletes, actors, and everything. Got an amazing testimony from Jerry Butler, who's a big star. Who was in 300. Remember, everyone saw 300 about the mindset. So check out limitlessbook.com for all the details. It's on Amazon, it's on Barnes & Noble, you could pre-order it anywhere you would normally get a book, and we're going to translate it in a whole bunch of languages. So we want this is going to be a global world changer. So if you do buy it, make sure you take a picture of it on limitlessbook.com when you submit the invoice we'll give you the 10-day program as my gift. I spent 10 days, I spent all this time in the studio recording it for you. I'm very proud of it. And you get that as free. So that way when you get the book, you'll be a faster reader. You'll be able to remember more what you read. What do you do when your mind feels bored? Okay, so here's the thing. Sometimes it's important for our brains to be offline. It doesn't have to be on all the time. So just there's power in just relaxing and giving your brain a break. So I'll first say that. A lot of people feel like they're burned out because they're doing too much. I don't think you're burned out because you're doing too much most of the time. I think you feel burnt out because you're doing too little of the things that matter, the things that light you up. And part of that should be really rest. We live in a society where we're always on our phones, and I get it. It's really great to be connected to everybody and to learn and socialize. But also we're driving our distraction. Whatever you're doing repeatedly, you're getting better at. And if you're always on your phone, you're getting better at being distracted. And then you wonder why you can't study. You wonder why you're in meetings or at work, your mind goes somewhere else, which is a big challenge for a lot of people. In the book, we talk about 4 different challenges with technology. Technology is amazing, but the other side of it, there's this digital deluge, which is the overload, too much to learn, too little time. That's why in the book we teach you speed reading, learning faster. Second supervillain is digital distraction, because you can't focus and concentrate in a world full of distraction. So that's why we teach you a whole chapter on focus and concentration and really focus training. And then the third one is digital dementia, where we can't remember things because our phone does everything. And so that's why the biggest chapter in the book is all on memory improvement. There's also this thing on digital default, this digital deduction, where we're allowing technology to think for us, and we're not using our critical thinking or our own reasoning ability anymore. And so there we did a whole chapter on the best ways to think, and I talk about mental models, which is how I view the world. They're shortcuts to be able to learn faster and make good decisions. Amazing. The Bible first. Yeah, you can memorize the books of the Bible. You go Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth, 1st and 2nd Samuel, 1st and 2nd Kings. How much sleep should we have? It varies. We've done 5 episodes on sleep. There's a whole big area of the book, Limitless book, on my sleep hacks. And it's not the quantity, it's the quality of sleep. The deep sleep, if you're measuring it with like an Oura Ring or some device that you buy online, the deep sleep is where your body is recovering and repairing. The REM sleep is where it's more your mind. And so both of those are important. But you could get less of the light sleep and more of the quality sleep. That's what you really need to do to recover. So very amazing. Okay, lots of questions. We're at the top of the hour, so I'm gonna be back here in a little bit. Make sure you turn on notifications. And as a thank you, also your thoughts on Newcom. I am a fan of Newcom. It's excellent. Newcom is a great device. If you go there and get one, let them know that I said hi. And can you explain the covers, the book? I'm asking people. Okay, so here's the thing. The book used to be all methods. It used to be the ultimate book on how to read faster, how to remember things, how to focus, how to concentrate, the best lifestyle hacks, my morning routines in detail. And then I realized that people they know what to do, but they don't do what they know. You can show people what to do. They know they should exercise and they should meditate, they should journal, right? They should do gratitude. They should make brain power smoothies, but they don't do it. If you search Jim Kwik morning ritual, you'll see like tens of millions of views, so you can check that out. But I realized people didn't do it, so I created something called the Limitless model, which is a Venn diagram, 3 circles that intersect. The last circle is methods, but you need the first 2 circles to really light it up. And so I did a whole podcast episode on it where I actually show you the Limitless model. If you go back and look at previous episodes, Jim Kwik, Limitless, you'll get it. What's the best Jim Kwik for a college student? Study. Jim Kwik, how to study, search that on Google. It's the best. School teaches us what to learn, what to think, what to remember, what to focus on, but not how to learn, not how to think, not how to focus on these things. So that's what this book is about. The book's called Limitless, limitlessbook.com. If you search Jim Kwik morning routine, you'll find that anywhere. The 3 M's, yes, very good. 3 M's are mindset, motivation, and methods. So imagine like we're in a box. Like if you're stuck in a box, and that could be like you could feel like it's a prison or a cage for your health, your relationships, your advancement in your career, your financial situation. In this case, I'm going to talk about the box of learning, right? If you feel like you can't read any faster, if you can't feel like you can't remember names or pick up things, you're in a box, and what keeps you in that box are 3 things: either your mindset, your motivation, or the method you're using. So let's take improving your memory. You might have the mindset that you're not smart enough, or you're too old, or the mindset's not possible. Or maybe you believe everything is possible in your mindset, but you don't have motivation to improve your memory, right? You don't have a motivation to remember someone's name or to learn that language or whatever. And so I teach you how to be able to unlimit. It's a process called unlimiting that I coined years ago, unlimiting your limiting thoughts, and then unlimiting your motivation, so you have a sustainable motivation. I have a very specific formula for motivation. Or if you're stuck in that box and you have that incredible mindset that anything is possible, you're capable of it, you deserve it, and you're motivated, but you need the 3rd M, which are the methods. You need to know what to do. And but just knowing what to do without the motivation and the mindset won't get you there. And so I wrote this book, Limitless, to be able to free yourself, to help you to liberate yourself, to be able to, when people say think out of the box, to literally smash this box open and redraw the lines of what's possible in your life. So this is a way bigger conversation. Yes, the book's going to help you read faster. That's a given, right? Yes, it's going to help you to be able to remember things, facts and figures and foreign languages better. What this book, though, is it's a framework for not only accelerated learning, but for unleashing human potential. That's what this book really is about. And so the book comes out in 2 months. As a thank you for pre-ordering it now at limitlessbook.com, which is pinned on the bottom, and then you could submit your invoice number on that site, and I will gift you immediately our 10-day program on how to be limitless. So where can you purchase the book? Limitlessbook.com. It has all the links to Barnes & Noble, to Amazon, and it's the best teaching that I have, and so I appreciate that. I love all the love. Let me leave you with this, okay? If you're going through some adversity here, you got to be kind. Here's a couple things. If you're struggling, be kind to yourself. All right, studies in self-compassion saying don't beat yourself up. Honor yourself, that you're only human. You're doing the best that you can, and so just kindness goes a long way. This week was Valentine's Day week, and people have to fall in love. Yes, we all need somebody to encourage us and love us and challenge us, but if you haven't found that person yet, be that person for someone else, and be that person for you. Fall in love with that person in the mirror who's been through so much but is still standing. Be proud of that. You inspire people around you with your grit, with your grace, and so know that adversity could be an advantage. It doesn't seem like that. But all of these, when you're in that box that I'm talking about, that feels like it's containing you, it's limiting you, it's really a cocoon, right? And while the beauty is in the butterfly, it's in the cocoon that has the growth, right? And that's my purpose, is to be able to coach you and encourage you and support you in building those wings so you can bust out of that box, and that cage, if you will, and you could fly. Because now is the time. Like this, that's the thing. Tomorrow's not guaranteed for any of us. Like, make that call, do the things that you need to do, because one life we got. Like, why aren't we running towards our dreams like we're on fire? Because when we're taking our final breaths, and I spent a lot of time in nursing homes, senior centers. I lost my grandmother to Alzheimer's. I spent a lot of time with older people, and in their final days, none of your fears are going to matter. 99% of the stuff you're scared of, looking bad at other people's opinions and other people's expectations, none of that's going to matter. What's going to matter in that moment is how you lived, how you loved, how you laughed, how you learned. Like, do that today, right? Do that now. Let's start this movement, like now, where we're living our highest. Limitless is not about being perfect. It's about it's about advancing and progressing beyond what you believe is possible, because most of us are just underestimating our own capabilities. And you've heard me say this for years and years and years. Your life is like an egg. That if an egg is broken by an outside force, life ends. But if it's broken by an inside force, life begins. Great things begin within. Great things start on the inside, right? And you have greatness inside of you. You know, you have genius inside of you. It's not how smart you are, it's how are you smart. And that's why I wrote this book, to show you how smart you are. So I love you so much. I wish today, whatever day it is you're watching this, be full of lots of life, lots of love, lots of laughter, lots of learning. Enjoy this week's podcast on loving your brain and loving yourself. Making good decisions was last week. And please, if you haven't already, share Limitless book with the world. You know, this is something, and we give proceeds. Many of you know, for a decade, we've built schools in Guatemala to Kenya, all over the world, and we donate to Alzheimer's research. You know, people don't know that, but authors don't make real money. Like this money, this is what we're doing. This is our cause, right? It's about no brain left behind. Me with a broken brain, and Alzheimer's, all this stuff. Like, I just want people to. This controls everything. In a world full of technology, you have the most powerful technology, which is between your ears, your brain. But your brain doesn't come with an owner's manual, and it's not user friendly. That's why I wrote this book for you. So if you do, the thing I ask, if you got any value from us over the years with our podcast, which has no advertising, no sponsors, is just pay it forward, share it. You know, let's start this movement of the mind. Let's show people that they are more powerful and smarter than they think, and that you are so much smarter and stronger than anything that is in front of you right now. And difficult times, they could define you, they could diminish you, or they could develop you. Right? That's the limitless mindset. God bless. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon. Bye now.